What's good with it, yo? Martin Bustos here from the Lavender Project.
Hello, I'm the Great Fusilli of the Lavender Project.
So, the Great Fusilli, how are you today?
Very good, very good.
Nice, man, nice. So, we're actually here to talk about non-copyrighted law. No. Okay, so,
Cartoon Network. Sorry. Okay, anyways.
Yeah, man. So we don't own this shit because we don't want to own your shit because your fucking company sucks dick. But we are gonna talk about it. We're gonna bash the shit out of it, and you can go suck a dick if you want to. So Cartoon Network, you can go fuck off. But we are gonna talk about your stuff today.
We're not talking to the viewers, by the way. You guys don't have to suck a dick. Cartoon Network does.
You guys don't. Yeah, Cartoon Network does. Because Cartoon Network is a viewer because we're better than them.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, Courage the Cowardly Dog is a boss, and we're going to talk about the theory today. And the theory goes that after the last episode in Season 1, Courage and Muriel and Eustace, Eustace and Muriel are turned into puppets by the Great Fusilli. And so apparently Courage becomes insane, and he makes himself believe that Courage and Muriel and Eustace are still alive, but as puppets. So he plays with his puppets as Muriel and Eustace and does voices for them and stuff to make it seem like they're still alive. And that's how Season 2, Season 3, and all those other seasons come about. It's supposed to be in his mind. We're supposed to be inside of his mind seeing what Muriel and Eustace are as puppets. These are scenarios that he creates in his mind to show viewers of the TV show going as an insane dog on crack.
So wait, what happened in the actual episode that the reason that he thought this?
So in the actual episode, the Great Fusilli comes to the middle of nowhere where they live, and he has this truck, and he starts setting up chairs. He's supposed to do this great bit on puppets, like a puppeteer, like a marionette, and he gets Eustace and Muriel, and he creates puppets of them. But what Courage doesn't know is that they're actually the puppets, and he puts them in the back, and then the Great Fusilli is sitting in the audience, and I don't know how Muriel and Eustace actually go about talking and moving as puppets, because the top of the stage has their strings, but the Great Fusilli is sitting in the audience. So how are the strings moving? How are the marionette puppets of Muriel and Eustace moving? Nobody knows. Nobody actually knows who is moving the puppets.
Dude, what if it was Courage, and he was already going insane while in the episode?
What if, man?
And he was like with the fucking Fusilli. Like, what if he killed him and then they work together because Courage that really doesn't have anything else to do?
Well, actually, at the end, he turns the Great Fusilli into a puppet.
Maybe he wants to play with him too.
So what if he was already a puppet?
Yeah.
What if he was already a puppet and he started making this scenario? We'd never know.
Yeah, the whole thing could be fucking or it could just be like a backstory of like it could be Courage telling the story to us of how they died, but it's still a scenario that he's making up. Yeah. So basically what the theory is that Courage is playing with these puppets, and while he's playing with them, in his mind, he's imagining what we watch.
Right.
Okay, so that's fucking creepy.
Yeah.
So wait, the Fusilli is the crocodile asshole, and he turns them into wooden puppets, and then that's freaking weird.
So after the whole show, he creates the Great Fusilli, and then he burns his stuff or something. I don't know. Something happens to the truck, and it's gone. That's how cartoon work. Something's there for a second. If you just totally forget about it, it eventually just disappears. Nobody knows how, it disappears. But in the actual show, at the end, it shows Courage playing with the puppets and stuff, and it shows what they normally do on a daily basis. And it's Eustace grabbing his big-ass mask, saying ooga booga booga, and then Courage actually runs down, sits on Muriel's lap, and screams like he usually does. And then the whole screen goes black and it says the end, and that's it.
Yeah.
And this is another crazy thing. So at the end, where it says the end, sometimes it'll show Courage on a stage that looks just like the Great Fusilli stage, and it's Courage smiling and taking a bow.
Yeah. I didn't think of that. Oh, this shit, yo. I like it.
That's some crazy stuff right there. And
so,
it's all like just mental.
You know, that could point could point towards the fact that he could be. Wait, when did like the first episode of Courage, did it have him at the stage bowing? Because then that would mean that the whole thing could just be a scenario, and then that particular episode, since it was the end of that season, it was like the backstory to what happened, and then he continues on.
I'm gonna go with I'm pretty sure that he was bowing on stage at the end of every episode.
Yeah. So, so that would mean that, I mean, if you connect it, this already happened, correct. And then he made this episode as part of like the last season. Like basically, it's like a special of like what actually happened, but like no one notices. So there's theories that you could basically make up in your damn head.
Right.
Yeah, that's a little dark. And then
yeah.
You know that, especially because in like the normal episodes, he's like in the episodes that he's telling the story of basically him and Eustace and Muriel, he was haunted and fucking messed with by all these monsters. So he could just be like literally crazy and seeing stuff, and like what's the word? Like he's like frightened to the point where he just he's tormented or whatever. Yeah, and so like he just keeps making the scenarios because he doesn't know anything else.
Hella tired.
And that could also explain like all the 3D images randomly in the fucking fetus and the tree, and when Courage is in 3D at the end at the stage, and some other crap. Like all the creepiest stuff is in 3D, like King Ramses.
Yep.
King Ramses. Yeah, so
he was in 3D.
Yeah.
He was in 3D. The fetus was in 3D. The cannonballs in the episode Plums, that was in 3D, and those are supposed to represent depression. There was the fetus from the episode Perfect. It's called Perfect.
Yeah.
And there's a fetus at the end because Courage had gone insane more than he already was. And he had gone insane, and he hadn't got any sleep, and he had a nightmare of a fetus saying, "You are not perfect."
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, something like that.
Well, deformed, freaking fetus would say that obviously because he's not perfect either. He was never born.
Yeah, for sure.
Fail.
Fail.
You know what if the scenarios were based off Courage's like own feelings? Like for instance, the cannonballs that represented depression.
Mm-hmm.
And like I don't know.
The rape scene from Freaky Fred.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys didn't know that, Courage nearly gets raped by Freaky Fred.
Yeah, it's basically implied that he shuts the door on him in the freaking bathroom and does stuff against Courage's will, and he's like, haha, naughty.
And then, so, supposedly, not even supposedly, it's true, a lot of the time when what's that called? When abuse happens, whether it's sexual abuse or, like, mostly sexual abuse, it's always... Not always, but it's usually done by a family member. More of a uncle, aunt, or cousin, maybe, possibly like that. It's usually happened by those type of people. And this is Muriel's cousin.
Yeah, I think so.
I believe it's her cousin.
Yeah.
And takes Courage into the bathroom. And Courage is supposed to be a child figure in the show. Because it's Muriel's, dog or whatever. And most time, crazy old women take dogs as their kids. Don't know why, it happens.
Or cats.
But yeah, so he takes Courage into the bathroom against his will and shaves everything except for one part.
Ooh.
His tail.
That behind.
His booty.
That ass.
So Courage is hiding and he runs away. Fred tries to go after him, and as soon as he gets Courage and he's about to shave his ass,
Police come in.
Cops
Yeah.
bust down their door and catch him in the act.
Yeah, he wasn't from an asylum, and then I think Muriel let him in the house or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just got out of the
creepy.
county.
And you know, that's another thing too. Like for instance, now that we bring up cats, it could like another thing to talk about that it could be his own feelings. Dogs don't like cats. Every time you see the cats in the episode, they're called the bad cats. Like, you know, they're a fucking gang or whatever.
Yeah.
Like in the King Ramses episode, they try stealing the slab. They always bring shit upon courage.
Yup.
So yeah, that's another thing too.
Like club cats.
Yeah, fucking creepy shit.
Yeah. Trying to think. Other theories or whatever.
I don't know, we found a lot of crap already.
Yeah, no, there was one more that I'd like to talk about, and it's the guy said that it was very, very weak, because it doesn't really make sense, but it's supposed to be, courage is a mythical Greek creature that is supposed to guard. It's like a very, very good guard dog with 3 heads.
Yeah.
And Eustace is supposed to be the devil, and Muriel is supposed to represent humanity. The guy said that courage is more of a like a child figure, so it wouldn't really make sense to make it a 3-headed dog from Greece. And there is no devil. It's Hades, or the underworld god or whatever. There's no devil in Greek mythology, so that wouldn't make sense to have Eustace be the devil. And Muriel is very, to put it in a nice way, naive. So it wouldn't really make sense to put humanity as being someone that is very stupid.
Yeah, and like, because she's like usually good, and humanity is like bad sometimes. So yeah, doesn't make sense. But yeah, that's another theory.
But
and
there's plenty of Courage the Cowardly Dog theories. Yeah, how are we good on time?
We have 3 minutes.
3 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's a pretty good sized video.
Yeah, I think that's basically everything we had to cover. Except for we should show you the end of the...
Oh, yeah.
I have a picture of the... It's actually a GIF of the puppets. And so it's basically Courage playing with the Muriel and Eustace puppets. See? And he's basically up there. And basically it's like... He does what they usually do every day to make himself feel at home or whatever. I guess that's what it is. Basically, that's where this theory starts. Basically, Muriel and Eustace are now dead, and he plays with them as puppets. And while he's playing with them in real life, the series after the first season is his thoughts while playing with the puppets. So that's freaking creepy.
Yeah.
So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video.
Yeah, I hope you guys did. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to be a TLP boss today. Add us on Facebook. Please add us on Facebook. Like us on Facebook. Like us on Twitter. The Lavender Proj. The Lavender Protege.
God damn it. Stupid cell phone, die.
And
Go away.
I would also like to say, join our Skype chat. Add us on Facebook. We'll put you in the Skype chat. We'll put you in the TLP fan chat. Alex, if you're watching this, you're a boss too. Yeah, just like, comment, and subscribe. Put what you think of. If you think of another theory, put it in the comment below. If you really like to watch this, put courage.
Yeah.
Put courage in the comment section below. I'm Martin Bustos from the Lavender Project. Stay sexy, y'all. Peace.